if I were to restart my career today in 2024, and if I had no prior technical knowledge, how would I start it and be job ready in 4 months? Hello, everyone. My name is Anwar, and for the last 10 plus years, I've been working as a senior data scientist and tech lead in one of the largest companies in the world, including Meta, Wells Fargo, Cisco. And in this video, I want to share with you that since I have taken and given hundreds of interviews over the last decade for data science roles, I want to share with you that if I were to restart my career today in 2024, and if I had no prior technical knowledge, how would I start it and be job ready in 4 months? So I wanted to set the stage by saying that data science and machine learning, it is one of the most needed technical skill sets in today's modern world. Jobs for data science start at about in the US about 80K, and they give 400K plus if you go into FANGs as a senior data scientist. So it is a very lucrative career, and it is very possible for anyone who does not have a technical skill set to get into this field with the right dedication and be job ready in 4+ months. So in this video, I want to break it down that if I were to redo it today, how would I be job ready in 4+ months? So let's see. So 4 months roughly translates into 17 weeks. So let me explain to you how I would do it today if I have no background and be job ready in 17 weeks. So the first 3 weeks I would spend on learning Python. You could try some other programming language, but I prefer Python because it is the easiest to learn and has the best support for all the ML libraries. So I would spend about 3 weeks there. I've created a separate video. How can you proficiency in Python under 3 weeks? So after spending 3 weeks on Python, the next 3 weeks I'll spend on learning SQL. Again, I've created a separate video on how you can job ready from SQL perspective with minimal amount of effort. Once I have done that, then the next foundational thing I have to learn is machine learning and statistics concepts. This is again very much needed in all data science machine learning roles. So you have to know the basics. Also, all these three foundational stuffs, they are very, very deep. So I don't want you to go very deep into it. Just stick to what I've prescribed for Python and SQL. And for ML and statistics, I would recommend you the book. It's called Practical Statistics for Data Scientists. I've not written this book, but I found it very good book, which starts from the very beginning and explains to you different concepts of statistics and machine learning, which are very useful. So I'll spend about 3 weeks learning this book. Once I've learned this, then the next steps, there are some essential libraries for data science, which I would I would need to know because it is asked in the interviews, and it is a must to know these libraries, if you, some of them at least, if you want to be a data scientist. So I'll start with pandas and NumPy. They are needed for data wrangling, and if you know SQL, this should be straightforward to learn. Then one of the graphing libraries for graphs and charts, you can use anyone, but I would recommend Matplotlib. Then for machine learning algorithms, scikit-learn. For distributed computing, PySpark. For deep learning, you can pick anyone. I would encourage Keras, since it's the easiest to get started with. You should know the basics of Git and some libraries which are related to natural language processing, or LangChain is pretty much needed nowadays, and Spacy. So these are a lot of libraries, and again, don't go very deep into it. Just try to stay that you know the basic, most frequently used commands. And the best way to learn this is that I'll probably spend about 7 weeks into building 7 portfolio projects. I've created a separate video on what are the 5 essential portfolio projects to build before you start the interviews. But pick any 7 projects you want to build and try to use these libraries as you're building the project so that you get some basic proficiency into these. Another thing I wanted to highlight is that cloud computing is pretty much in. Nowadays, every new project, it gets developed into cloud. So try to build these projects into cloud instead of building on your local machine. So this comes up to 16 weeks. The last 1 week, so it'll be like final preparation. So this will include building a resume and then search the sample questions which are given on the internet, give some interviews, mock interviews. A very good resource, a free resource for that is PRAMP, ramp.com. It is free. When you go there, you can create an account and it'll match you with someone who is also giving an interview. So you can give the interview in the first 30 minutes and take the interviews in the remaining 30 minutes or vice versa. And there is a category within this, it is called applied data science, the mock interview in that category. So yeah, with these, within 17 weeks, you should have the basic proficiency into data science and be job ready. The final step would be, of course, applying. Again, I've created a separate video on what is the best way to apply for data science roles if you are a fresher and don't have any background into any of this kind of jobs. So look for that video. I've shared some tips on how to increase the likelihood of you getting hired. Again, if you like this content of this video, please subscribe to my channel. And I try to share resources, different strategies of how you can optimize your learning of aspiring data scientists. I'm planning to add some mock interviews, so where I can mock interview people who are learning so that you can learn from them. I'm also trying to interview some people who have recently started their first job as a data scientist so that you can learn more. So I'm trying to produce many such videos. If you like the content of this video, hopefully you like the content of other videos as well. So please check out the other videos and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much.